Pokemon Go is officially broken more than it has ever been. You can guaranteed catch a wild legendary Galarian bird, and you can get Pokemon that break the CP limits that we all know in Pokemon Go. Insane stuff. Let's talk about it. All of that and more came to Pokemon Go with the Pokemon Go Wild Area event that just went down in Japan this past weekend. The event looked absolutely incredible with so many cool new features like the new Go Safari balls, like the Mighty Pokémon, and so much more, which we're going to talk about today. But let's talk about this new trick to catch Galarian legendary birds. Oh my gosh. Before we get into it, look at this screenshot on the screen right here. This is a legitimate Daily Incense screenshot that you are seeing with your own eyes. It has a Galarian Articuno, 3 Galarian Moltres, and a Galarian Zapdos, all in one Daily Incense. Ladies and gentlemen, that is real. Look at the awesome Pokemon that was caught. This is crazy stuff, and this was actually happening at the Pokemon Go Wild Area event. And you guys gotta be wondering, Gilly, how the heck are people catching this many Galarian birds? And how are they actually catching them without Master Balls? The trick is to use the Go Safari Balls that have been recently added to Pokemon Go during the Go Wild Area event. Those Go Safari Balls have a massive increased effectiveness. They are almost as good as a Master Ball. Like, they're amazing. The Galarian legendary birds notoriously are incredibly hard to catch. They always have a red circle. They're very difficult to get with a Ultra Ball, Goldenraz, excellent. But with a Go Safari Ball, the circles on the Galarian legendary birds, they can be green, man. They can be green, yellow, maybe a little bit of orange, but they can be green. A Galarian legendary bird, the hardest Pokemon to catch, the biggest flea rate. It's an insane thing, but it's true. So when you have access to the Go Safari Balls, you can use them on Mighty Pokemon, of course. That's a really cool feature, which we'll talk about in a second, but you probably want to use it on the Galarian legendary birds because they are almost automatic. That is almost a guaranteed catch if you throw well enough and you clutch up, but that is insane news. I mean, you're talking to a guy who spent weeks and months and years losing Galarian legendary birds because they're so hard to catch, and then I had to ultimately give up, per se, and use my Master Ball, which was a guaranteed catch. Now, you can just use a Go Safari Ball, run into a bird, bada bing, bada boom, you got one, take it home. It's insane stuff, and it's real. Make sure you guys use this Pokemon Go trick, share it with your friends, share it with your community. Go Safari Balls make catching anything easy. This kind of hurts rare Pokemon in Pokemon Go. If Go Safari Balls are going to be this attainable and this usable, then man, they are worth it. They are literally almost Master Balls. I told you guys this a long time ago when this event got announced and all the details. This event was way more important than people were giving it credit for. The Mighty Pokemon are awesome, and the Go Safari Balls are literally game-changing. It's like cheating. If you account for how attainable these Go Safari Balls are and how useful they are, they might be the most overpowered item in Pokemon Go. Even more overpowered than the Master Ball. Because the Master Ball, I believe, has only been available 4 times, maybe 5, and that's it. Nobody has more than 4 Master Balls. But the Go Safari Ball was very available at the Go Wild Area event. It was given out through timed research many times at the top of the hour to start the event. Looking at the time research at Go Wild Area Japan, you were getting 10 free Safari Balls at the top of the hour during the entire play day. I mean, how many Safari Balls is that? How many awesome catches is that, man? Plus, you got a couple of them off the rip in the event exclusive time research. Safari Balls have changed Pokemon Go. Low-key, a little bit too OP in my opinion, but they're awesome. I guess I'm not complaining. I can't wait to use them. But we can't talk about overpowered and not mention Mighty Pokemon. This concept was a hit. The community was loving it. It was so cool to see these 3rd stage Pokemon in the wild. There were some 2nd stage Pokemon in there as well, but it was so cool to see them shiny eligible. It was so cool to see them extra large, super hard to catch, but especially these Mighty Pokemon were incredibly high in CP. I'm talking wild Pokemon that were level 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. I'm talking maxed out Pokemon just chilling in the wild. It's crazy stuff, man. Why would they do that? I don't know. It's so overpowered, but it's so awesome, and I'm sure everybody who experienced that was very happy. But Mighty Pokemon broke Pokemon Go. They were so epic and so big that they actually exceeded the max CP that we usually have with Pokemon. For example, a perfect IV Snorlax maxed out to level 50 comes out to 3647 CP. That's the level 50 max for Snorlax. It doesn't get any higher at a base. But players at the event were experiencing Snorlaxes that were level 52 and 54. As you can see, we have Snorlax here that's 3790 CP. That's literally impossible. We have another Snorlax 3690 CP. Again, impossible. It's above the max. Mighty Pokemon were so awesome and were so mighty, they broke the CP limit in Pokemon Go. I don't know if these Pokemon are gonna stay in these people's accounts. I don't know if that's a glitch. I don't know if that's a new thing. We'll have to wait and see what happens to those Pokemon in these people's accounts and if this happens again in the future with Mighty Pokemon, but absolutely mind-blowing stuff. Mighty Pokemon are awesome, and yes, they're gonna be fully globally available this weekend during Pokemon Go Wild Area Global. We'll talk more about that event later this week, but I cannot wait to experience Mighty Pokemon, to experience the Go Safari balls, man. This weekend is gonna be legendary. When I said that this could be bigger than Go Fest, you laughed at me. I saw the comments. Everyone was like, oh, you're over-exaggerating this and that. How about now? Obviously, not in every way. Go Fest is a special extravaganza. I'm not taking anything away from it, but tell me I was wrong. This is pretty crazy stuff. Like, this is Go Fest-esque stuff happening. And more on Pokemon Go being broken. Did you know that during Gigantamax Toxtricity battles in Japan, there were 500 plus people in a battle? You can't make this up. There were people doing Toxtricity battles with 500 people in the lobby, 500 plus people in the lobby, and that number is insane. I don't know how the game stayed up. I didn't hear about any crashes or anything like that. I hope the game didn't crash, but 500 plus people in a Gmax raid is some legendary stuff, dude. I wish I was there. And the funniest and craziest part about this max battle was that the Pokemon didn't scale to 500 people. It literally kept whatever HP it had and got immediately snapped, just Thanos, just like that, and fainted out. And that's honestly how it should be, even though it doesn't feel as epic. They one-tap a Gigantamax Toxtricity. Very, very awesome stuff right there. And just adding to the craziness of the Wild Area weekend, man. That event was a can't miss, and I'm really sad I missed it. But let me know in the comments down below if you guys went, how it was, and I'm happy for everybody that did attend. It looked great. I literally can't wait for the global event. It's gonna be amazing. But Toxtricity is here in Pokemon Go, and I was able to get my hands on my first one ever. Here it is, got it from a raid invite. It is not shiny, of course, but their shiny is out, so make sure you guys keep an eye out for shiny Toxtricity. It is very, very cool. But here's my first one in the Pokédex. You'll love to see it. Toxtricity is a very, very cool Pokemon that came to Pokemon Go with the Wild Area event. Here's my first one, 1783 CP, IVs 11, 10, 12. Definitely really, really bad, but still really, really cool. I'll take it. I was fortunate enough to get another invite actually, and that one also not shiny eligible. Here it is, 1459 CP. This one a little bit better though, 12, 14, 14. I will take that. So I have some Toxtricity. I don't have the shiny yet. We're gonna work on that and we'll get it this weekend for sure, but those max battles looked awesome. The Dynamax, of course, the Gigantamax. Man, what a dope event. And of course, can't forget Drillbur is now in max battles as well. I was able to get my hands on a few of them. Got some pretty solid ones, to be honest. It's probably my best one, 779, 96% IV max Drillbur. Kidding me? That's some good stuff right there. I gotta get the hundo. That would be so good and so useful for taking down Toxtricity when I have to get to that. But speaking of Drillbur, I don't know if this is gonna be how it is from now on or if it was just for this weekend. Shiny Excadrill was available in the wild. You could literally find an Excadrill and it can be shiny eligible, which is not normal at all with Pokemon Go standards, so very cool. I cannot imagine getting a wild shiny Excadrill. I feel like that would be such a cool moment, and I definitely caught and checked a lot of them this weekend. Unfortunately, no luck for me. But if you guys see any, make sure to double check because you might get a shiny one. Anyways, the simply groundbreaking time research is actually about to end, so let's go ahead and claim all of this good stuff right here, right now. This event was all about Drillbur. That's a good IV one, actually. And I love Drillbur. It's an awesome shiny, and it's a very, very useful Pokemon. 582. Wait a minute. 582. Oh, 96%. Oh, that's so good. Man, okay, back-to-back great Drillburs right there. I have been wanting a hundo Drillbur. Oh, 583. Okay, hold on. We're getting better and better. Oh, no. I've always wanted a 100% of Drillbur. I've done researches, hatches, trades, raids. I've never been able to get it, man. Very unfortunate. I've tried so hard. There's 570. Another encounter right here is 573. And a wild one, not shiny. Let's just catch this, I guess. Drober is so awesome. It's so good, and I have been trying my butt off. As you can see, I have over 5,700 candy, over 600 XLs. You could say that I would like to get this hundo very badly. But what can I say? No luck so far. I enjoyed this little event. It was just a groundbreaking event that brought Dynamax Drober raids. We had some prime research, some good spawns in the wild. I was okay with it, nothing crazy. And speaking of max battles, there is a Dynamax Bulbasaur right here. Let's hop in, take it down, see what happens. Here we are going in. It's safe to say I felt a lot of FOMO from that Japan event. I promise I tried to go so bad, but it was just too expensive, man. I don't have $1,000+ to fly all the way out to Japan, and that's not even counting staying somewhere, eating, all that good stuff. So it was just out of the budget for your boy right now, gotta be honest with you guys. But I hope everybody had a good time like I mentioned, and I'm still excited that we have the global event, which isn't gonna be as crazy, but it's still gonna be a great time. Like, obviously the in-person events get a lot of hype, they get a lot of love, they get some extra special stuff, and that makes sense, but global event is no joke. It's gonna be good. So make sure you guys are subscribed and you guys are ready. I'm gonna be dropping a global prep guide video for you guys so you guys can have the best experience. Let's go ahead and check this out right here. Not a shiny. 614 CP, I have done well over 300 max battles, still no shinies and no hundos. It's kind of embarrassing. Actually, it's very embarrassing. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys feel the same. Bulbasaur could be better. Anyways, a lot of wild stuff happening in Pokemon Go. I can't wait to see what's next. We gotta end this year with a bang.